What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. Hey guys, with the release of the LEGO Office set, I'm super excited by popular demand to show you how to build the characters from The Office using 100% official LEGO parts and pieces. Now, right off the bat, I want to be honest with you guys that a lot of these don't really have any major upgrades made to them because I think that they're that good straight out of the box. With that being said, I made some characters that LEGO didn't offer in this set, and I upgraded some of the characters that did come in the set, so either way you slice it, we have new characters and upgraded characters for some of the ones that could have been a little better. Anyway, so let's get into it and start talking about every figure here, starting now. And right before we get into it, if you're curious about this set, be sure to check out my review here on the channel where I walked through the entire set and showed you all the details. Anyways, let's get right into it and start showing you these awesome customs. So up first, we have Michael Scott. No changes are made here because honestly, this figure just looks so great right out of the box. I love the head they used for Steve Carell. He came with some great accessories in the set, and I even love the reverse head. It's pretty much a perfect figure, so it's hard to make any upgrades. Similarly, the minifigure for Dwight is absolutely phenomenal. Both sides of the head look great. Then when we flip it around here, I just think that there's no real upgrades you can make. The coloring is perfect, and I absolutely love it. When I think of Jim, I picture him with a white shirt on, not a blue shirt, but unfortunately at the time of this video, there really aren't any alternative options that look better than the one that came in the set, so I'm gonna leave Jim the way he is, even though I wish I had just a plain white shirt with a black tie to make him look like that instead. I always picture Pam with a pencil skirt on, and even though this outfit isn't necessarily like a pencil skirt, I just love these dual molded legs so much that I can't really bring myself to change anything on the figure because I think it just looks that good. So we're going to leave Pam the same as well. So let's throw a custom into the mix. This is Levinson Gold, who did not come in this set, but I really think she should have because she's actually my favorite character on The Office, as surprising as that may be. Regardless, the torso comes from Elaine from the LEGO Seinfeld set. I really like the way that it's kind of buttoned up a little bit weird, and it just kind of reminds me of Jan getting frazzled as she does a little later in the series. The head comes from Rachel from the LEGO Friends apartment set, and the hair is just some long strawberry blonde hair that really brings the character together. I think this looks a lot like Jan, don't you agree? I ended up keeping Toby the same, although I guess you could probably change the legs to another color, but I don't know. I think this one looks pretty good, and it looks a lot like Toby. Unfortunately, the Creed minifigure used the same torso that Michael Scott had, and I really don't like when two characters have the same outfit in the same set, so I changed Creed's entire outfit to be the legs and torso from Chandler from the LEGO Friends line. I think Stanley is pretty much the perfect minifigure. I think he really represents what he looks like on the show pretty well, so it's hard to change too much about him, and we're just going to leave Stanley the way he came out of the box. Similarly, I really think that the Kevin minifigure hit it out of the park. I think that his, kind of hair is actually a little bit more brown in the show than black, but I still think it looks really good, and it's hard to update something that already looks so perfect for the character. So Ryan is included in this set, but unfortunately he has the same torso as Jim, so to switch things up a little bit, I gave him the torso from the German soccer player coach character, because I think this looks a lot like something Ryan would wear in the show. Then of course he's got the head and hair from the official Ryan minifigure, so I think that that's a better representation if you ask me. The Kelly minifigure in this set is absolutely awesome. She does have a reversible head, and I don't know which side of the head I like better because they both look perfect, straight out of the show. So we're going to leave Kelly the way she is. The Daryl minifigure looks pretty great as well. We're not going to change him because I just love the way they did the figure. The torso looks awesome, and I think if there was a way to get this torso cheaper, you could go ahead and make Roy Pam's fiance as well, but unfortunately you only get one torso of this in this set, so we're going to keep it on Daryl. The Angela minifigure uses a head that's been used on tons and tons of LEGO females before, but it does work really well for Angela, and she gets this new unique torso that has the cat lapel pin, so we're going to leave her the way she is because she's pretty perfect right out of the box. Meredith looked pretty good as well, but I went ahead and changed her torso because the torso she came with was kind of like this sweater, and while I think that that looks good, I don't know that it totally captured her character the way that I pictured it, so I gave her Phoebe's torso from the Lego Friends apartment set, but I used the same hair, head, and legs from the official minifigure of Meredith in the set because I think that those looked pretty good. How do you think this one turned out? The Phyllis minifigure legitimately looks awesome. It's pretty much the perfect minifig. I think it's one of the better representations of the character from the show in this set. I think Dwight's is pretty spot on too, but this one is not far behind. Oscar is pretty much impossible to upgrade as well. He's got a brand new torso and the head looks really great. I'd be curious if you guys could think of any upgrades for Oscar because I really couldn't, so we're just going to leave him as he sits. Now to round the showcase out, I'm going to show you lots of custom figures that I really wish would have been included in this set. Up first is Holly, who of course goes on to marry Michael. The head comes from Luna Lovegood, the hair comes from Thor, the torso comes from Lois Lane from the LEGO DCEU line of sets with arms that give you short sleeves that come from Dorothy from the LEGO Movie 2, and just some blue legs bring it all together. I think David Wallace is just obscure enough of a character that it makes sense why we didn't get him in this set, but if we were going to get him, they could have used the torso from Agent Coulson, the head from the scientist from LEGO Jurassic World, or from the Detroit Steel minifigure, Justin Hammer, and some flat black hair would bring it all together. To build everyone's favorite office sweetheart Erin, I went ahead and used the legs and torso from Penny from the Big Bang Theory set, the head from Pepper Potts, and some nice straight hair here to bring it all together. It's really a bummer that Erin wasn't included, and since we're talking about Erin, let's go ahead and show you how to build Andy as well. The banjo comes from Kermit the Frog from the LEGO Muppets collectible minifigure series. The head comes from Ray Stantz from the Ghostbusters. He's got some flat brown hair, and the torso comes from Bruce Wayne from the LEGO DC sets, or from one of the characters from LEGO Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, whose name is escaping me. Anyways, let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts on all these figures. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today. Let me know which of these figures you like the best, whether it's one straight from the set or a custom. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.